I hate the Cowboys.
Are we having fun yet?
Okay, we're doing something a little different today, okay? I'm not talking about my San Antonio Spurs. I'm talking about my Dallas Cowboys. And I know that most of you guys aren't going to watch this video because most of you are, NBA fans or Spurs fans. So I understand it, okay? But I have to get this off my chest. I have to say this because it is so infuriating. And this is going to be like a counseling session for me, okay? I really need to let out my frustrations when it comes to this situation right here. So as you can see, I've said this before. So it says Jones wants to keep Kellen, but has safety net, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why I'm just now seeing this. All right, so here's the thing. So Jerry Jones wants to keep Kellen Moore. And one thing that I said when we hired Mike McCarthy is that it's great that Mike McCarthy is picking his own guys. The fact that he was able to get a defensive coordinator, a special teams coach, it seemed like the team was really building into guys that were a little bit older, more experienced, and, just overall solid coaches. And I found it so strange that Kellen Moore was the one to stay. Out of the Jason Garrett era, he was the one to stay. And I was always skeptical of it because they asked Mike McCarthy and he basically said, oh yeah, I felt like there's no need to change that. He's good. And I said, is this a Jerry Jones decision? And that's just what it felt as if. I never thought that Kellen Moore should be the offensive coordinator when he just got beat by Dak Prescott for the quarterback job. I always felt like it was a weird dynamic. I never liked it, and I never seen what other people have seen in Kellen Moore to say that, oh, he is a basketball genius. I don't see it. I think that it's just the Cowboys building it up, but I don't see some, not basketball, football genius. I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. And when it comes to him, I hate the fact that he doesn't just run the football. Oftentimes he's on and off whether or not he wants to run the football or he wants Dak to throw the ball 50 times. Every great Cowboys team that has ever existed, from my knowledge, has been run teams. And Kellen Moore, he doesn't necessarily make us better. And with all that talent on the offensive end, I would much just rather have some older guy that's more experienced that can run the offense in maybe even a more traditional way. I would be happier if Mike McCarthy ran the offense. So that's basically where this is going. So you can read here that Jerry Jones says, I think the world of Kellen, and that's why we want him back. And he says he selfishly wants him to stay and, kind of don't want him to get another coaching job. But he went on and said that the great news is Mike is an offensive football coach. Look, if that's the case, yeah, I don't care, dude. I don't need an offense coordinator. Get rid of Kellen Moore. And if anything, the reason why I would say get rid of Kellen Moore is because he's primarily from the Jason Garrett era. You need to just scrape it clean. This team was way too talented to have this many mistakes and for them to just play so poorly sometime on the offensive end. Some games they would put up 50, other games they would just look like a mediocre team. And the thing is, I've always said this, the death of the Dallas Cowboys will always be Jerry Jones. No matter what, it will always be Jerry. And that's just what we're seeing again. Jerry Jones is by far the death of the Dallas Cowboys. The reason why they haven't won for about 30 years is because of Jerry Jones. And that's just the fact of the matter, okay? And it's going to continue to be this way until he just steps back, shuts up, and just allow the coaches to coach. But don't keep guys that your primary head coach might not even care to have. That's silly. And I feel like that was the case here. Never thought Mike McCarthy necessarily wanted Kellen Moore. And when he said that, I was like, why? What is Kellen Moore done? But anyways, look, that's just my thoughts on it. If anybody is a Cowboys fan or football fan in general, Super Bowl is coming up. Let me know what you think. But overall, man, this is so infuriating. It is so infuriating being a Cowboys fan. All right, well, I would just continue losing as a Cowboys fan. Hopefully my Spurs get it together soon. But yeah, I'll give it to you guys later. Until next time, deuces.